June 14th, 1936, the Eiffelrennen race at the Nürburgring. Amidst the roar of larger, supercharged engines, a sleek white roadster emerged. Driven by Ernst Henne, the BMW 328 didn't just compete, it dominated, winning its class and leaving the crowd in awe. This wasn't just a win, it was the arrival of a new philosophy. At a time when power was often synonymous with brute force and massive displacement, BMW introduced a car that favored agility, efficiency, and advanced aerodynamics. The 328 would go on to become the benchmark for European sports cars, defining the roadster aesthetic for decades. Today, we dive deep into the engineering, the racing pedigree, and the enduring legacy of the 1936 BMW 328.
The 328 silhouette was revolutionary. In an era of upright radiators and boxy fenders, the 328 embraced streamlining. Fritz Fiedler and Rudolf Schleicher designed a body that cut through the air with unprecedented grace. Note the integrated headlights, a rarity for the mid-30s, and the iconic kidney grills that were tall and narrow, optimized for cooling the inline-six. The lightweight aluminum body was stretched over a frame that emphasized a low center of gravity. Every curve served a purpose, reducing drag and increasing top speed without needing a massive engine. It weighed only 830 kilograms, making it a featherweight among its peers.
Under the long, leather-stropped hood lay the heart of the beast, a 1,971cc straight-six engine. While based on the 326's block, the 328 featured a unique cylinder head with hemispherical combustion chambers and V-arranged valves. This sophisticated overhead valve setup, operated by pushrods and transverse rockers, allowed for exceptional breathing. Fed by three Solex 30JF carburetors, it produced 80 horsepower at 5,000 RPM. This might sound modest today, but in 1936, it provided a power-to-weight ratio that was nearly unbeatable. The engine was so reliable and efficient that it remained competitive in various forms for nearly 2 decades after its introduction.
The 328 wasn't just fast in a straight line, it was a revolution in the corners. It utilized a revolutionary tubular ladder frame made of A-section steel, which offered high torsional rigidity while remaining incredibly light. The front suspension featured independent wishbones with a transverse leaf spring, while the rear used a live axle with semi-elliptic springs. Hydraulic drum brakes on all four wheels provided the stopping power necessary for high-speed endurance racing. This combination of a stiff chassis and sophisticated suspension gave the 328 handling characteristics that were light years ahead of the competition, allowing drivers to maintain higher average speeds through technical sections. Between 1936 and 1940, the BMW 328 entered over 170 races, securing more than 140 class victories. Its most famous triumph came at the 1938 Mille Miglia, where it took a class win and finished 8th overall, beating much larger displacement cars. It also found success at Le Mans and the RAC Tourist Trophy. The car's reliability was its secret weapon. While rivals broke down under the strain of high-speed endurance, the 328 kept humming along. It wasn't just a race car for the track. It was a car that owners could, and did, drive to the circuit, win the race, and drive back home, proving its versatility as a true sports car. By 1940, the 328 had evolved. To maximize top speed on the long straights of the Mille Miglia, BMW collaborated with Carrozzeria Touring of Milan to create the Superleggera Coupe. This ultra-streamlined body used a magnesium alloy framework covered by thin aluminum panels. Driven by Huschke von Honstein and Walter Baumer, the 328 Touring Coupe averaged a staggering 166 kilometers per hour over the 1,000-mile course, winning the race outright. This victory was a monumental achievement, proving that aerodynamic efficiency and lightweight construction could overcome raw displacement, as the BMW beat cars with engines twice its size. Inside, the 328 was a study in functional minimalism. The cockpit was tight, designed to keep the driver focused on the task at hand. Large, clear video gauges dominated the dashboard, providing critical information like RPM, oil pressure, and speed. The four-spoke steering wheel was large, offering the leverage needed for precise steering without power assistance. The gear shifter for the four-speed manual transmission was placed perfectly for quick throws. Despite its racing intent, the interior used high-quality leather and materials, reflecting BMW's commitment to craftsmanship. It was a workspace built for professionals, yet accessible enough for the gentleman racer. Production of the BMW 328 was limited, adding to its mystique and eventual value. Between 1936 and 1940, only 464 units were ever produced. This small production run was due to the labor-intensive hand-built nature of the cars and the shift toward military production as World War II loomed. Most were roadsters, though a few specialized racing shells were built. Today, surviving 328s are among the most sought-after collector cars in the world. Their scarcity, combined with their historical significance as the pinnacle of pre-war engineering, means they frequently command multi-million-dollar prices at prestigious auctions like Pebble Beach or Villa d'Este. The 328's influence on BMW cannot be overstated. It established the brand's DNA, the marriage of performance, innovation, and driving pleasure. The concept of the ultimate driving machine arguably began here. Many design cues, such as the kidney grille and the emphasis on driver-centric cockpits, can be traced back to this 1936 masterpiece. After the war, the Bristol Aeroplane Company in England even used the 328's engine design to power their own luxury and sports cars, extending the 328's engineering legacy well into the 1950s. It remains the gold standard for what a compact, lightweight sports car should be. In the world of classic automobiles, few cars command as much respect as the BMW 328. It was a car that was ahead of its time, utilizing weight-saving techniques and aerodynamic principles that are still relevant in modern performance engineering. It wasn't just a winner on the track. It was a triumph of vision. As we look back on the 328, we see more than just a vintage roadster. We see the blueprint for the modern sports car. Whether it's the 80-horsepower straight-six or the 830-kilogram curb weight, the numbers tell only half the story. The rest is found in the spirit of the drive.